Hello marketers, in this video I'm going to tell you how to track the links, download links and the outbound link clicks by using the redirect tracking which could be implemented through Google Tag Manager. Google Tag Manager is the heart of measurement. You can track any minute or a macro action performed by a user on your website, and using this redirect tracking you can also track a user while he's getting out of your website and would be directed to a download page or any other outbound source link. So for that, you need to implement the redirect tracking through Google Tag Manager. So just take an example of a newsletter where the user would get a link to a download page where he could directly go to the download page, but this could not be tracked by the analytics because he's not on your website. So once the user leaves your website, he cannot be tracked by the tracking code that could you have placed on your website. So the user could be tracked only as long as he's on your website. So for that, you need to take the user to an intermediate page where he could be redirected again to the download page. And on that intermediate page, analytics could track that particular user and also identify the action performed by that user. So for that, you need to implement the redirect tracking through Google Tag Manager. In order to do that, we firstly need to create a URL redirect parameter which could capture the value from the query parameter that is present in the URL. So for that, you need to create a type variable type URL, and the component type would be the query as it's a query parameter, and the query key is the redirect. So this is the query that we need to capture in order to redirect them to the download page. This variable would capture that variable value. So in order to send this data to analytics when the user reaches an intermediate page, we need to create a Google Analytics download redirect tag. With the action performed by the user could be sent to analytics as a event, and the tag type could be event, and the category comes under download, and the action would be the page or the URL of the page that is present in the redirect parameter. So we have captured that value into this variable called URL redirect parameter, and the interaction hit should be always true so that it could not affect the bounce rate. And then you need to implement the Google Analytics tracking with the PGA tracking code which you have already implemented on your website, and just mention the code ID over here with the variable name GA tracking code. And then you have to enable the overriding settings in this tag in order to get the advanced features. So in that we have the more settings, and you need to fill you need to update a field called the hit callback. So this field called hit callback is mainly to indicate that the data could be sent to Google Analytics, and only then the user will be redirected to the particular download page. So this mentioned redirect parameter is a custom JavaScript variable. I'll just show you how I have created the JavaScript variable. So this JavaScript variable will take the users to that particular download page, and before taking them to that page, so this function could be called only after the hit is sent, and then it would be called back to this function, and the user will be redirected to the other page. So let me show this custom JavaScript variable. Firstly, I'll save this tag and get back to the custom JavaScript variable which I have created. So if you get here, this is the redirect custom JavaScript variable which we are using as an hit callback function. So a custom JavaScript variable will always be as a function, and this function should return a value. So here we have try catch blocks. So this catch block would identify any kind of error and return that if there's an error, or else with a good flow of execution, this try block would be executed, and it would identify the redirect parameter in the URL, and if it's present, then we have kept a set timeout function. This is a function that would create a delay for the particular action to happen. So the delay time would be 1000. I just kept 1 second to be redirected to the actual page, and in this function we are taking the user to that particular redirect value, so the particular download page URL. So the window.location would be that. So this is the JavaScript variable that I have created. So in order to implement the redirect tracking, now let us go to the Google Analytics tag. So here we have to mention this function in the hit callback. So this is the tag which we have created. So this function we have to mention over here in the hit callback. So once this data is being sent to Google Analytics, then this function will be called and the user will be redirected to the value present in the redirect parameter. And the trigger for this variable will be, you need to create a page view trigger, and the condition for this trigger would be only when the URL redirect parameter is present, which implies the redirect parameter has some value. It is not undefined. So let us keep it as URL redirect parameter does not equal undefined. So only when there is a value in that parameter, then the user will be redirected to that page. So just let us preview this and see. So if you can see, I have implemented this on one of the particular site called Kojanidhi. So I will be taking users to an intermediate page where then the user would be tracked and then redirected to the actual download page. So all these events that you are tracking would be present in the real time. You can check them in the real time reports. Like this, you can identify the download and also the page that they are being taken to. And also further, once the data is being gathered, you can also check that data in behavior tab events, where you have all the events performed by the users. See, these are the events performed by the users, and you can identify the number of users who have downloaded your document from other outbound sources or a newsletter or an email, any kind of. You can identify the number of events that are performed and the downloads that the document got. So this data would be updated a little later. It takes time for the data to be uploaded into the actual reports. You can just check it in the real-time reports. For the timing, I'll just check it in the real-time reports events. So just get back to the site. So I'm taking them to a intermediary page where the redirect parameter would be present. So I'm just taking one of my document and placing it here. So the users will be taken to this link through an email or any outbound link click. So as you can see, just in a second, they are again redirected to the actual document page. So in this 1 second, the data will be sent to analytics and recorded as a download event. So you can see here the event category as download, and the event action is the particular document page that they are redirected to, and we have got it as one event. So you can identify all the downloads that are happening upon any email or any other outbound source link, and you can attribute it to the download category. So in this way you can track it. So if you can see here, this is the download link that they have went, and we have got one event, and this data can be further seen in the behaviors. In the behaviors events, and you can identify the number of events that have happened for that particular download. So in this way, you can track any kind of action, even the user is being directed away from the website, but you can just divert them to an intermediate page so that you can I just send the data to analytics and then redirect them to the actual page. So in this way, you can implement any kind of strategies or measurement strategies, measurement techniques to Google Tag Manager, where you can identify all the uh, actions of a particular user. So I hope you're clear with the redirect tracking. Thank you.